know about you, but I can't believe it's already the end of April. We've got Google technology expert Luma with us tonight to fill us in on everything that we've been Googling this month. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm good. I know we're going to start with Barbie, which I have a feeling is going to be a hot search for a few months. What do you think?
Yes, absolutely. I don't know if you've noticed, but I do have my Barbie nails over here. So
I
I
love
am
it.
very, very excited for the Barbie movie.
Hmm.
Something kind of interesting about the Barbie movie coming out. Obviously, there's a lot of buzz about it because Greta Gerwig is directing. But another thing that I thought was kind of cool is all Barbie, everything is trending. So toys, the animated movies, even some sort of like blankets, anything of that sort, and the color pink. So Barbie's definitely been huge this month.
I love it. My VHS was Barbie and the Rockers. I don't know if that one's been being Googled. I'm sure it's from the late 80s. That's my favorite for sure.
I love that. We could do some sort of watch party later.
For sure. What about Coachella? That's been very popular this month too.
Yes, so as a California native, I'm definitely very, very versed in Coachella. I love the festival. I've been a few times. But yeah, something kind of cool is when you go to trends.google.com, you can actually see the trends happening in real time. So when Frank Ocean dropped out, we started seeing huge spikes, and it was really, really interesting to watch live. But other than that, a lot of people have just been searching for what to wear. Boho's been huge, retro's been huge, and of course, disco is making a big comeback as well. So it was nice to see people searching kind of across the whole board.
Yeah, there's a lot of religious holidays this month. What were we searching for?
Yes, so obviously Easter, Passover, and Eid, those actually will trend usually every April. And a lot of times those trends come with different foods to make, different decorations, ways to engage children in the holidays, and really, really fun stuff there. And then not necessarily a religious holiday, but tax day might be considered a holiday to some people. Looks like we have a few procrastinators in the US because we did see a lot of people saying, what happens if I don't file my taxes on the actual due date? Unfortunately, I don't think we can solve that just by one Google search, but it was good to see that people are leveraging Google in that way.
Right, like instead of doing my taxes, let me Google how I can get out of this.
Exactly, yeah.
What about science? There's a lot of scientific searches this month, huh?
Yes, so along with April comes Earth Day. We love celebrating Earth Day. It's a great way to go outside, celebrate nature, and also just raise awareness for sustainability. So there were a lot of searches in terms of what can we recycle, what can't we recycle, but even more exciting, where people were searching to visit some of the national parks in the nation. So Yellowstone was actually the most popular national park search nationwide, and it's great to see people wanting to take advantage of the outdoors.
For sure. All right, speaking of your nails, nail art was like one of the biggest searches of the month, huh?
Yes, so I'm not sure if you've been watching YouTube or YouTube Shorts, but there are a lot of influencers doing various nail arts on YouTube right now, and they're going very viral. So obviously Pink had a very big uptick due to Barbie, but something that I also found super cool was glow-in-the-dark nails. So people are actually able to put on, I'm not really sure what type of nail polish it is, although I'm very, very interested, and they turn off the lights and they glow. So that's pretty cool.
I feel like I don't know if I'd be able to sleep like that.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure.
In sports this month, we had basketball, golf, and pickleball, which is like one of the most popular new sports, right?
Yeah, so I feel like everybody in the last few months have probably gotten a text like from their mom saying that their mom is going to go play pickleball. So definitely something that's going up, and I've been playing a little bit recently too. I'm usually a tennis player, so I need to adjust to the smaller court, but it's been really fun to get out. And then golf, yeah. So something kind of interesting about the golf trends is it feels like a lot of people are trying to get more into golf. So we saw a lot of people looking at, what is the Golf Masters payout, or how much do golf athletes make, as well as other terms that are, what does a par mean? What does an E mean?
Sure.
And things of that sort. So maybe we'll have some new golf champions coming next month. I'll let you know.
Maybe. All right. Finally, National Burrito Day. I think I missed it. When was it?
Yeah, so that was on April 6th.
Okay.
There were some great kind of like promotions there. I know that I went to my local Chipotle, but actually in Illinois, the most popular local chain, so outside of kind of those bigger names, was someplace called La Cantina. So I'm not sure if you've tried that before, but if not, definitely feel free to try it.
Awesome. Well, we love catching up with our Google experts. Luma, thank you so much for your time today and all your information.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. Hope you have a great day.
You too. Hope and baby Brinley are next for Air Friday. We'll be right back.